Hey guys, welcome back to... Turn my fan off because it's kind of loud. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria. As most of you probably know, actually most of you probably don't know. What the hell? Oh my god, people do not know me. What am I saying? Anyway, so today I have like a hot takes video. Unpopular opinions, hot takes, you know, whatever, same thing. I have a whole like list. I'm excited to talk about this stuff. So yeah, let me know what your opinions are down below. This is a safe space. Let's begin. There are a lot of things that are extremely popular, specifically TV shows and movies. Everybody loves them, everybody knows them, but I have never seen. Not only have I never seen them, I have no desire to see them. Huh? Friends, I'm sorry. I already talked about this before too. Like if you are like an OG and you remember my old unpopular opinions video, which I think I privated now because if you watch that video, you know how I feel about Friends. I think that show is so boring. Like there's nothing funny or interesting about it. I feel like there's a certain demographic that enjoys that show a lot and it's not me. Next we have The Office. Honestly, that one though, I'm willing to give a chance because all I watched was the pilot, and I know the pilots of episodes or of shows are not always good because I've seen clips on Twitter and stuff and I'm like, oh, that show seemed really funny. I've laughed at some stuff from The Office, but the pilot was so boring. But I know you can't always judge shows off the pilot because they're still finding their footing, so I'm willing to give that show another chance, but not my fave. Harry Potter and Star Wars, I'll let those go hand in hand because they're like the fantasy shit. Again, just not into it. Fantasy stuff does interest me though. Like, let me make that very clear. Just for some reason, those two in particular don't. I want to talk about fellow YouTubers who are doing 10 times better than I ever could. The Sturniolo triplets. Can I just say, it took me a long time to actually watch their videos because like I couldn't tell if people were just like into them because they were attractive white guys. Sorry. Or if they actually were like genuinely good YouTubers and like actually funny and stuff and entertaining. I can confirm they are in fact very entertaining, so funny, so like real. They literally keep it so real. They're not afraid to say opinions even if they're like not what, you know, people would want to hear. And I just love that about them. They're just so like, I hope that part of them never changes as well because I think that's really dope, and there's not a lot of influencers who will tell you like it is, and they do, and I really appreciate that. They're very opinionated, and I love that, because girl, me too. I just feel like I feel like I'd be such good friends with them if I knew them personally.
It's because I'm gay and I just don't want to do it.
But yeah, love the Sturnielos, just want to give them a little shout out. Next we have, I feel like it's far enough behind us that we can maybe talk about the Olivia Rodrigo and Joshua Bassett and Sabrina Carpenter drama. Now I know this drama is like so old, and honestly I don't even know the drama because I wasn't really paying attention to it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I know a little bit about it. Like I know people think Driver's License is about Joshua Bassett, and I kind of know like bits and pieces there. I know Sabrina made a song in response to like all the hate she was getting and stuff, which I think I made a TikTok video about like a few years ago when all that drama was like super popular and stuff.
Oh, I love you, right? Shit is catchy. Shit is very catchy.
But honestly, my opinion on that is the way that y'all treated Josh and Sabrina was so uncalled for. Like, breaking up with someone is not a crime. I'm not sure if y'all heard, but that's actually not something to cancel people over. I know, crazy, right?
I'm shocked. This is shocking news.
Like, who would have thought two people breaking up? It's not like people do that all the fucking time. Like, it was just ridiculous to me how people were just so quick to throw him under the bus like that, especially people that like had watched the show that they were on together and like were fans of him and just immediately switched up on him when that song came out without even knowing the full story about anything. And to this day, we don't know the full story about anything. And I just think it was so messed up the way y'all treated him. So, yeah. And it's even worse what y'all did to Sabrina because Sabrina did nothing. She was literally just collateral damage. And I feel so bad because she literally got hated on for basically no reason. So, just for being with a guy. And she made a song about it. It's amazing. And I think it would have been cool if Olivia Rodrigo, I know she can't control what people say, but she could have at least told people, and she didn't even have to like call them out by name, be like, hey, don't hate on this person and this person. She could have at least been like, don't send hate on my behalf. I think that would have been a cool thing to do, because, and I know around that time Joshua Bassett was also like in the hospital and shit, and was like literally fighting for his life, and that was such an awful time for them, and I just feel really bad. And yeah, and I think it would have been cool if she said something. And I think that overall that whole drama between the three of them was so stupid and so like not even a thing, and I think the fans made it a thing that it wasn't. And yeah, just hold this, society, because y'all kind of suck. The next opinion I have is commenting on people's bodies. Beyond unnecessary. It's not your body, it's not your business. Like, people want to be like, oh, well, I just think they're so unhealthy and blah, 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 and they need to lose weight or they need to gain weight or whatever. I'm like, leave them alone. Like, they're not bothering you. Like, commenting on people you don't know bodies is completely unnecessary and uncalled for, especially when you don't know that person. You don't know their health or anything about them. So it's like, we don't need your 2 cents. And a lot of people I realize a lot of people that like say stuff like that, like, oh, it's so unhealthy. It's literally just them trying to disguise the fact that they're just straight up body shaming someone. And I just think that shit is so weird. And like, keep your opinions to yourself. Like, no one cares. The Little Mermaid, in my opinion, was very overhated. I don't know if it was because of the whole race thing or just because people are tired of the Disney remakes in general, which I fully get. But I really liked that movie, I have to say, and I love Halle's version of that character. Was it necessary? I don't know. It's not for me to say. But I do agree that it was extremely overhated, and the movie was actually so cute and fun. Next, I want to talk about Young Royals. If you follow me on TikTok, you know how much I love Young Royals. I think Young Royals is one of the best teen dramas ever. I think it's one of the best LGBT. The way the characters interact with each other, it's just so grounded in reality, and the way they talk is so like natural. And it's also like Swedish, so I think that's probably a big factor in why it, like, the characters just sound like normal people and aren't weird. Because what I noticed is, especially with American teen drama stuff, like, they don't know what the hell teenagers sound like or how they talk or anything, and you can tell.
It's the betrayal for me.
Pizza bagels like, ooh, oh, good gang gang.
But this show really does it right. I could honestly make a whole separate video about that show. I won't do that here because that would take me all day, but I love that show so much, and I think it's one of the best teen dramas out there, and I really recommend it. Literally the top 2 celebrities that I think have like the best makeup products are Rihanna and Selena Gomez. Fenty Beauty and Rare Beauty, like, you can tell that they put time and effort into their makeup. And honestly, an honorable mention is Ariana Grande, because I just saw that she released a bunch of foundation shades, and she has the biggest range of foundation shades, and I really commend her for that, because it's a very rare thing to see, is a makeup brand having a wide variety of shades for people from super pale to super dark. And I think she really like did her thing with that. But also Fenty and like Rare Beauty, I just love how you can tell that it's such good quality makeup. They took it seriously, and I really appreciate that, because I know a lot of celebrities love to, just because they have a name and they know that they can sell people things, that they will just put out some trashy makeup brand. Not gonna name any names, you know who I'm talking about. But they just like to put out a bunch of stupid shit just because they can, just because they know that they can make a quick buck off of it. You can tell they don't put any time or real effort into it, and I really appreciate that those women do put time and effort into what they're trying to sell people. I think that's really dope, and yeah, I really commend them for that. Next thing I want to talk about is like inflation. Something I'm really, really passionate about and will never shut up about is the fact that everything keeps going up in price except our pay. Oh my god, this is something that has been really bothering me for a long time now. It's like, why the hell can we not afford a freaking 1-bedroom apartment? and a job where we're making at least $15 an hour. Like, there was a time where $15 an hour was a lot to make. And now $15 an hour is like nothing because everything else is so damn expensive. It's insane. Like, people can't move out. Like, a lot of like people my age especially can't move out of their parents' house or anything because they can't afford to. It's ridiculous. Something needs to be done about that, for real. I don't know if that was like a political take or something, I guess a little bit, but yeah, that's just something that has been pissing me off recently, and yeah, just wanted to talk about it. I might have mentioned it in my last video, but I moved to the West Coast, so I live in Arizona right now, and I went to In-N-Out for the first time like a few months ago, and I can confirm that it is extremely overrated. Yeah, they have good stuff, like they really do. Like, the burgers are really good. Fries are not. I'm not gonna be like, the fries are not that good, but the burgers are pretty good. I prefer like Five Guys over them. Come at me, girl, I do not care. Next thing I want to talk about is Doja Cat. I know. Hear me out though. I might not have the take that you think I'm gonna have. A lot of people are like, oh my god, she's so demonic, I'm gonna pray for her, blah 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 blah. Okay, the truth is on that, I don't think she is. I think she's a troll. I think she knows what gets her attention. She's a marketing genius. She's doing things that she knows people are going to talk about. And the more people talk about her, the more people talk about her crazy ass music videos where she's being a devil and whatever, people are gonna talk about it. And then the more people talk about it, the more interested they're gonna be in it, and the more they're gonna go find her video and watch it and be like, talking about it. It's smart. Is it the best way to get attention? I don't know. I definitely think that she is playing the game 100%. I don't think she's part of the Illuminati or all that bullshit. She's just trolling people, and she's using them for attention, literally. Like, she's using y'all for attention and you're letting her. So what I think, if you don't want to see her doing that weird shit, stop talking about it. Stop giving her attention for that, because the more y'all keep talking about her in that way, the more she's gonna keep doing that stuff because it's getting her attention. It's as simple as that. The next unpopular opinion I have is about Rachel Zegler. That's how you say her name, I don't know. She's playing the new Snow White in the live action version of Snow White. People were hating on her because she said that she wasn't like the hugest fan of Snow White as a kid.
The ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures, doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again.
So they're like, oh, well, she's undeserving of playing Snow White. And I'm like, no. Like, I feel like y'all are just finding any reason to hate female actresses, because y'all did the same thing to Halle, and Halle didn't even do shit. Like, she literally just did nothing but be black. She did nothing, and y'all hated on her so bad. Now you're doing the same thing to Rachel because she said that she doesn't really resonate with the original character Snow White, and that's fine. Like, it's not that deep. She don't gotta like the original to play the new version of her. I just don't get it. I noticed that this is a thing that people are doing, and they did it recently to like people like Zendaya and Margot Robbie, where they're like trying to call these women like mid and like overrated and stuff like that. And honestly, I'm gonna give my honest opinion on how I think that is. I don't think those people genuinely think that. I don't think they look at Zendaya and Margot Robbie and think, oh, she's so ugly. She's like not all that. Truth is, they want them. They literally want those women. Like, if they were in the same room as those women, do you think they'd be calling them mid to their face? Hell no. They'd probably be kissing the freaking ground that they walk on. You're insecure. Next thing I want to talk about is rap music. A lot of people like to shit on rap music. I don't get it, because rap music is so fun. Is it a music style that I would listen to like 24/7, day in, day out? No, definitely not. But that's also just because I prefer everything. Like, I don't have a specific kind of music that I would listen to all the time and not listen to a different genre of music. I'm not that type of person. I'm not that person that can just listen to only one type of music and only listen to that one type of music and hate everything else. Like, the rap music hate is so forced. Like, rap music is like so good. Y'all are just being haters, like, for real. Like, it's fun. It gets you hyped. Rap music hate is so forced. So forced. Nessa Barrett is one of my favorite TikTok turned singers. I think she is someone that did that so well. A lot of TikTokers attempted, keyword attempted, to do music and wasn't giving what it needed to give. But Nessa is one of those few TikTokers that actually makes good music. Say whatever you want to say about her, but the girl can sing and the girl makes good music. And you can tell that she writes her own lyrics and she writes them from a very personal place. And she's not just putting out some like cookie cutter shit that someone else wrote and she's just singing. Like, you can tell that her music truly means something to her. It's like deep, like her music is deep, and I really appreciate that about her. And y'all can say what y'all want about TikTokers doing music, but she's an example of someone that did it right. And this is kind of going back to like the whole like makeup thing with like Selena Gomez and Rihanna and stuff. I do not have a problem with influencers branching out and doing stuff like that, doing music, doing acting, doing stuff like that, if they are genuinely passionate and genuinely trying to be good at it. Don't just be putting out some bullshit. Like, yeah, that's my take on that. That's kind of all I got. I feel like I've just been ranting about stuff. So yeah, let me know if you want a part 2 to this. I can definitely keep going. I actually have a lot of stuff on the list that I skipped because the list is so long and this video is already super long. So yeah, we're gonna end it there. If you guys want a part 2 to this, or if you have any other unpopular opinions or hot takes, you leave them down below. And yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll start a discussion. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, turn on post notifications if you want, girl. I would never force you to do that, only if you want to. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.